so today I'm going to be doing a February TBR and I have a lot of books. So hopefully this video won't be extremely long. This book I have here is Steelheart by Sanderson. So this is book one of, I think, a trilogy. You know how to pronounce it. I think I pronounced it right that time. And apparently there was some sort of calamity or something that happened, and the people, some people were given these like abilities, and they are known as epics. And one of the greatest epic is Steelheart, and I think he's like a bad guy. And there are humans that don't really have any abilities or anything, and they're trying to kill Steelheart, or at least that's the basis that I got, my understanding of it. So I'm excited to start this and read it. And the second book, I think it's called Firelight, is already out. The second book that I got, a lot of people said that this was one of their top books of 2014. So I'm gonna try to read it, and it is Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. And apparently I think it's just about these two boys who become friends, and they're total opposites, totally different, and I think it's just a nice story about friendship. The Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss, and there's the author's note, and inside Patrick Rothfuss basically says that you should read the King Killer Chronicles first before you read this book, which obviously, well, I haven't done that, and he said the reason to do that is so that you're not confused by it, because apparently one of the characters from the King Killer Chronicles is discussed in this book. But I'm going to just kind of try to read it anyway, and I wanted to show you one of the graphics that I thought was really cool. So there you go, you see it, and there's another one. Let me know if you guys know if this is a middle grade book. I don't know, because if he's saying to read the King Killer Chronicles first, then it probably isn't really middle grade. The Thousand Names by Django Wexler, and this is supposed to be flintlock fantasy, so it's you know, kind of like military fantasy but with guns and stuff like that. So I am excited to read it. I don't know 100% what it's about, but apparently I think that in their worlds or in their society there is an empire that's being overthrown, and then they're trying to retake the capital. I think that's what it's about. You guys know I like maps in fantasy books, so this is what their map looks like, just in case you wanted to see it. And I'm trying to read a classic every month, so the classic I have to read for February is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Wilde. So apparently in this book there's the guy, Dorian Gray, kind of sells his soul for beauty and youth and immortality, I think. I heard this was really good, so obviously I want to read it. The next book I have is called, The Rose and the Thorn by Michael J. Sullivan, and this is book 2 of the Riaria Chronicles. The first book is called The Crown Tower, and I did a book review on that. I'll leave it in the description if you want to check it out. And it's really good. I really like it. It's just like, if you like just regular fantasy where there's no evil dark lord or anything, it's just like a fun adventure. I think you would really enjoy this. So this just basically follows the adventure of Hadrian and Royce. A lot of people in BookTube are reading the Riaria Revelations, which starts with Theft of Swords, then it's the Rise of Empire, and then the third book is Heir of Navron, and so basically the Chronicles, this book series takes place before Theft of Swords and the Riaria Revelation. So it just talks about how they met each other. Next book that I got actually started yesterday, and it's actually really good, and it is the Scion of Sonara. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but apparently Sonara or Shannara, I think, I'm only on page like 22, but I think they are the Elven clan of this world, and apparently magic is outlawed in this land, and you can get into a lot of trouble for practicing magic. Like, there are people trying to kill you if you practice magic. Like, there are people that do magic tricks, but they don't actually have magical abilities, except for the main character, who of course is a descendant of the Sonara, and he is practicing you know, he has innate magical abilities, which is called Wish Song, which basically I think it means that he can make you see different images and have different feelings and different emotions. So yeah, that's what it's about so far, and it sounds really good. I'll show you the map, and that's what the map looks like. For some reason, this map reminds me a lot of the Eye of the Worlds, and kind of the writing style reminded me a lot of the same thing, and I think maybe they were written around the same time. And I forgot to say, this is the Heritage of Sonara series, because Terry Brooks does a whole thing on the Sonara, so this is the Heritage series. Then the next one I want to read is actually not this one. I didn't realize this was the second book until I came home, but the first book is called Shadow Raiders, and this is by Margaret Weiss and Robert Cranes. Apparently their world is on like the breath of God, and this is where the two kingdoms are that are rivals against one another, and there's magic and there's technology and stuff like that. It sounds better than what I'm explaining. This is the map. So this is one country, Freya. I love that name, Freya. I need to look up the origins of it because I've heard it several times. And then there's Rosia and Rafa there. I just really like the map. Final one, and it's called Tiger Hills, and this is by Sarita Mandanna. And I just want to say, if you guys read any books that are based in southern India, can you please recommend them to me, because I read a few other ones and I really like them and I want to read more. So apparently there is this boy and this girl, and the boy is gifted somehow, and he's an orphan, and they are joined together, and they become inseparable, they become best friends, and the girl, I think they fall in love with each other, and the girl meets this guy who is this tiger killer, and it's a love triangle, essentially. And it says here, it is a tangled relationship among the three that leads to a devastating tragedy, an event with unforeseen and far-reaching consequences for generations to come. A novel about family, hope, betrayal, and redemption. So it should be good. Those are all the books that I plan on reading in February. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought about them, what you think about them. I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a good day. Bye.